is Jon Moxley joining the Inner Circle. Hello, welcome to Always Elite. Today we're going to review AEW Dynamite from December 11th. Is episode number 11 from Garland, Texas. AEW starts off fast and furious with Jon Moxley versus Alex Reynolds. A 10-second match. There's one flying knee, a paradigm shift, and a 1-2-3 for Moxley. And then his Reynolds' partner comes in, John Silver, and he gets a paradigm shift, and that's that. After that, Jericho and the Inner Circle come out and surround the ring. Jericho gets in. Says Moxley is the number one contender, and he's one of the best. Says that Jericho gave him advice 10 years ago on how to become a star. He took that advice and ran with it. And they beat the crap out of each other since then. In earlier times. When they were in the other company. Jericho then says he guided Mox to AEW after all of that, which we all know is a load of crap. Jericho then says Moxley needs him. Then asks what if Jon Moxley joined the Inner Circle. He pulls out a Inner Circle t-shirt and hands it to Moxley, puts it on his shoulder. Indeed, what if Jon Moxley joins the Inner Circle? Jericho leaves and he says, think about it. Think about it. And Moxley just gives these awkward looks, and he's really thinking about it. Next up is QT Marshall and Cody versus the Butcher and the Blade with Bunny. Cody starts off hot, but every time QT gets in the ring and tries to do something, he's the one that gets beat up. Throughout the break, it was all the Butcher and the Blade. Cody gets the hot tag and goes postal on the Butcher and the Blade. QT uses the crossroads on one of them. Oh, it was on the Blade. Looked ugly, but what are you going to do? And the Butcher and the Blade use whatever this is right here. Let me know in the comments if you know what the heck that is. And then afterwards they get a pin and a win for the Butcher and the Blade. Darby Allin comes down and helps Cody to his feet as Cody looks dejected sitting on the ground. Is Darby Allin Cody's next partner? Because you got to remember, Cody can no longer challenge for the world title as long as Chris Jericho is holding it. So I assume he's either going to go after the tag titles or a new title that they're going to come up with very shortly, probably in Jacksonville or at the next pay-per-view. And immediately after that, MJF comes down, calls one of the AEW camera guys. I guess he's a gaff or something for one of the cameramen. Tells him that he laughed at MJF doing the crossroads last week. He makes him kiss his ring. His ring that he won from the Diamond Dozen Battle Royal and then the match afterwards. Then he gives him a crossroads, which he's calling the double cross, which I think is kind of cool. Which fits. It fits MJF, that's for sure. Tells Cody that he doesn't need anything from him. All he wants is for Cody to suffer. Pretty cool. Tells Cody he's a fake and makes fun of Cody's lips. See, I can't even say a lisp. Which is the wrong thing to do, because that just pisses him off even more, I'm sure. Says Cody's challenge is accepted, but on conditions that he's not going to reveal here. He's going to wait until Jacksonville on January 1st. Such a heel move. Of course it is. Then we get another vignette for the Dark Order. It's kind of weird. But it seems to be working. Next is Big Swole versus Emi Sakura. Again, yet another standard women's match. The women in AEW need to step it up if they want to be considered one of the elite women's groups in wrestling. They're really, really bland right now. They need something to jumpstart it. They're just so standard in what they do. In the end, Big Swole ripcord straight right hand, which does look cool. I'll give him that. You know, he gives a straight punch after a ripcord. And gets the pin for the win. Next up is Kip Sabian with Penelope Ford and Shawn Spears. When Shawn Spears' music hits and he starts walking down the ring, he keeps looking behind him. Tully Blanchard is not with him, which seems kind of odd, don't you think? It is Kip Sabian versus Kip Sabian and Shawn Spears versus Hangman Page and Kenny Omega. Page and Omega up early. They kicking butt. Basically kick Sabian's butt. Spears has pretty much stayed out of the way. Through the break, it was Spears and Sabian taking control and working over Hangman and Omega. Every time Page or Omega attempts a comeback, Penelope Ford interferes behind the referee's back, which is a nice little wrinkle. The lights go out, and then they come back on with the spotlight up on the ramp, and it's Tully Blanchard all tied up on a chair, with Joey Janela laughing at Shawn Spears, pretty much indicating that him and Shawn Spears are not finished yet. Shawn Spears goes and chases after Janela. They fight on the ramp, and they fight through the back, which pretty much leaves Kip Sabian by himself. In the end, it was all Kenny Omega beating up Kip Sabian. Page tags himself in, does the buckshot lariat, and gets the pin for the win. Now Kenny's like, okay, all right, but he's still concerned. I think those two aren't done yet. I think we're going to see another match between the two. And then they give a Best Meltzer driver and a 1-2-3 to Young Bucks win. And now they get a title shot next week against SCU. That's all the time I have for you now. Remember, always be elite.